What's going on, guys? Our engine intake hose has finally arrived from FCP Euro for our 2004 Mercedes-Benz C230 compressor sport project. Let's get into it right after this. All right, guys, so in my last video, we went ahead and used our Autoline Shop Series Pro smoke machine to test the intake system here and try and diagnose some type of leak or air leak. Now, the customer was complaining that he had a inconsistent idle, and when coming to a stop, he'd watch his idle drop down very far and then come back up. He said it kind of felt like the car was going to shut off. And so we went ahead and tested our system, and we found a leak down below, which was contributed to some type of leak from the boot down there. Now, these boots do get old. This car has roughly 264,000 miles on the clock, and things wear out. Rubber wears out, plastics get old and brittle, and it's time to update and refresh all those items. So today we're going to go ahead and replace that boot, and in order to do that, we need to go ahead and get started by removing our connectors, harness connectors here, and they're just simply pull outs. So again, take your time doing this stuff. If you are working on a car this old, things are very brittle, and the last thing you want to do is break something and cause an additional expense. Okay, so we have a screw here that we need to remove. It's in our way, and this releases this metal clip here, which holds in our harness connector here to help me get closer. See if I can get to that now. There we go. And now we should be able to remove this connector one by one. Got one in the front and one in the back. There we go. Let's put that off to the side over here. We're also going to remove our MAF sensor here. And let's go ahead and remove these vacuum lines here. Now, these vacuum lines are hard lines. You want to make sure that you don't try and twist them too hard. They are very hard plastic, and of course, like I said before, they are very old, and you don't want to crack them. I want to give myself some free play, some room in here to get to the piping that goes down right here. So we're going to go ahead and lift this up right here, see if we can remove this clip. There we go. So now we can play nicely with that. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this connector here, this line. Now these, if you've never worked with these lines before, it's simply a pinch connection. You want to pinch the two sides here. On the bottom, it has two little arms that push up on the pressure fitting down below. There's nothing here. It's just a regular tube, and your fitting is right here. So you want to make sure you squeeze that. If this doesn't work, see how old and brittle this one is? It's already broken already. You can go ahead and get yourself a pick tool or a screwdriver or something and push up on this, and you should be able to release this fitting. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that one right now. All right, so that fitting needed a little persuasion. So now that we have this all free and clear, I'm just going to go ahead and slide this over here and stick it underneath the wiper blade. Now back here we have a couple of screws that we need to remove, and this is going to be a Phillips drive. All right, so now that we have our intake piping disconnected from our air filter box, we can go ahead and gain access to two bolts that we need to remove. This is going to be an E10 bolt, one right here, if you can see that, and another right down there. And be sure not to drop them down into the abyss. All right, once we got that free and clear, we can go ahead and remove our piping here and our connector to our ambient air temperature map. All right, now that we have it out, we can just simply slide it back. And put this off to the side. Okay, so it looks like I see the issue right here. We have some type of aftermarket hosing here, and it's held on by regular clamps. These are not the Mercedes clamps. And yeah, so let's go ahead and loosen that up, and if it's not loose already, slightly held on. Okay. Right. And there we go. This looks like a quick band-aid fix for an issue that he already knew he had. So we're gonna go ahead and dismantle this, get out our new boot, and get that attached. All right, guys, so now that we have our MAF here on the table, as well as the tubing, now's a pretty good time to go ahead and give your MAF sensor a good cleaning, and possibly cleaning out the tubing as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and it's just a simple pop off to get to your MAF. All right, so there we go, and take a look down there. It's actually not that bad. I do feel a little bit of dirt inside there. Yeah. So we're gonna give that a good cleaning there. We want to make sure we don't touch any of the points inside there, the resistors. And I got some mass airflow sensor cleaning from CRC. I'm gonna go ahead and give this whole thing a good spray down. Go ahead and wipe the inside out here. We're going to set this off to the side, let it dry, and we'll probably clean out our tubing as well. Let's see how bad that is. Yeah, we can definitely have some buildup in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and give that a cleaning. All right, so we got our new engine air take hose from FCP Euro. Here's the part number if you guys are interested in purchasing it from FCP. So we're going to go ahead and remove the sticker and get our hose on. Now, you're going to notice that the hose has a little tooth here, or a tab, and you're going to want that tab to line up on the connector side right here where this little bulge is at. There's actually a slot for it on the recipient side. So make sure you guys get that lined up and kind of test fit it. We can go ahead and move over to the vehicle so I can show you. All right. So if we take a look down below, you're going to see these two teeth right here. That is where that tab goes into. Okay. All right, so since we don't have our original clamps, I'm going to go ahead and put on the clamp that was provided by us, for us. Good. And we are all set to go. All right, guys, so we are back at the car, and we're going to go ahead and install our new boot. Now I got our second hose clamp on here. Now this is where it becomes a trick to get things in. Want to make sure that we line up this little nipple with inside those 2 points, and make sure the boot completely seals around the tubing. Awesome. Let's go ahead and push down. Make sure that boot is completely down. All right, let's go ahead and get our clamp on there. Now I can see that this is slightly off. I'm gonna have to go ahead and loosen up that clamp a bit, the top clamp, and reposition this. I don't want it to try and kink up and create an issue. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and slide this part forward here so I can get to this bottom clamp first. And we're going to go ahead and use our Joker gun here. Oh, and that's why we call it the Joker gun. And that is pretty good. So now that the bottom one's in place, we're going to go ahead and loosen up the top one, reposition. Like that. Seems about right. And let's lock it up. Now, earlier I mentioned dropping these bolts into the abyss, and actually you can't. These bolts are actually captive. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and slide this plastic pin and this plastic pin into these points right here. And this is where things get a little tricky. All right. And we can go ahead and tighten down on our bolts. They should be in place. Let's go ahead and attach our connector here to our socket, and we can go ahead and attach our ECU connectors and lock them into place. We want to make sure that this is actually up first before we actually lock it into place, so that we can screw it in. And just by pressing down, it should automatically lock it. There we go. Get that over there. Attach our other connector. And it's locked into place. Let's go ahead and install our screw here. And go ahead and connect up our map sensor. Reconnect our tubing and install our vacuum lines here by simply just pushing down on them and having them pop into place. And installing our MAF sensor connector. All right, guys, so there you have it, a pretty simple and straightforward install. Now, one key note when you are pulling off, I didn't actually get this down on video, but when you are working with any type of connection and whatnot, you want to make sure that you go ahead and disconnect the battery. Now, I didn't show that on camera, but just want to kind of point that out, that I did disconnect the battery before removing any of those connectors. So, as always, guys, if this video has helped you out, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button right there. Leave me some comments below if you have a 04 Mercedes and you're working on it, and if this content actually helped you out. As always, guys, I've been the Chemist, and I'll see you in the next one.